Hey Aries, what's up? How are you? This is your weekly general tarot reading for the last week of the month of May. Okay, if this resonates, yay! If it doesn't, check another time or check your sun, moon, and rising. That's usually really helpful. Let's get into it. There is some stuff that you are like, yes, I am about to win. I am winning. But then you're worried that the thing that you won is also a freaking burden. How can something you wish for also be so oppressive, you're thinking? And, it happens. Kind of like more money, more problems, right? It's like, oh, I thought this is what I wanted, but like, this is really fucking difficult now. So, like, oops. Okay, so towards the beginning of the week, though, you're gonna be in this like super like motherly love type of energy, Empress, yes, and just like, oh, I'm ready to spread the love and the cheer and all the great things that are happening for me and for just like this really nice, beautiful energy. Like I want to care for all the little animals in the garden, and if you're a gardener, you're like out here in nature, like, oh, my babies, oh, my little plant babies, oh, they're growing, it's so cute, like that, it's just like so nice. Towards the end of the week, though, you're gonna feel very successful in transitioning to some new stuff, okay? And I think it's gonna be the things that, because there's a lot going on right here, so yeah, let me get into that first, and then we'll talk about what that is, because it's like an awakening to things, right? So in your Aries energy, you want to be that fool. You want to be curious and push borders. Be a frivolous person who's like, oh, I just do what I do. Sometimes it costs a little more, or I'm a little extra, but I gotta get it off my chest, right? Like I'm just out here curious, Fuck how people used to do things. I'm rebellious in a cool way. But then you're also having this like, yeah, you know what? I got my goal. And I got my goal not from, necessarily having a specialty, but because I narrowed down all my options. And you're feeling really good about that. You're like, all I had to do was narrow down my options, and I get it now. That's how I got what I wanted. Also, some of y'all been flirting a lot. We see you, Aries. You big flirt. But yeah, you've been doing that. So that was just a little side note. But like, yeah, this realization that like, it's like what my grandfather used to always say. Sometimes it's easy to get something, but can you keep it? AKA the difference between acquiring something and maintaining it, right? It's like, it's so easy sometimes to get things, or it might have been difficult to get it, but the real testimony, the real thing is, can you keep it though? Can you keep it? Can you keep it constant, right? That's the bitch. And so you're gonna realize that, and you realize, but do I want to keep this? Because if I do, then that's now the true hard work has begun, like almost like that. Now, there's somebody in your energy field. Now, tarot readings can be vice versa, so figure out who you are. But one person is like, I lost all my privileges. I'm in exile. I can't deal with none of these people. Like, oopsie daisy. People know how I was being bad. And the other person is like distrustful, fuck life, not being compassionate, hostility towards life. Ooh, Lord. And the person who feels exiled and like they lost all their privileges also is like, I hate to say it, but like a wounded teacher energy. Basically where you're like, fuck these kids, they ungrateful kind of energy. So it's someone who's like normally very responsible and upright and like professional and all those things, but they're like, fuck being professional, fuck being responsible. I don't have no more privileges. Oh, you think you're gonna get rid of me? You think you're gonna get rid of me? I give you nothing. Right? Okay? Versus the other person is like, well, I don't trust you or life anyways, so deuces. So yeah, if you're the person who's just distrustful of life, then I would say that technically you did something to fuck with this person. I don't know how else to say that. Like, they're coming reversed as like a mentor who don't want to mentor nobody no more. Like, you were one of their mentees and you did them dirty, so they're like, fuck you. So okay, now if you're the person who feels like the mentor and this other person is distrustful, then as a mentor I feel like you should stand your ground on that. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna have you walk all over me, but also understand, have the compassion and know, like, they don't know no better. That's why they're the mentee. Now that doesn't mean you should let them do whatever they want, but just understand, like, actually that kind of makes sense. They don't know no better. They're hostile towards life. That's how they acted. All right. Now, how this all ends for you though is King of Swords here is a lover of the law and cares for the weak. So I think it's almost like you got to lay down the law. There needs to be some laying down the law or boundaries or some type of thing, so that way the other person is let me show you, is like, look, this is how we're gonna do this from now on. We're not gonna play these games. We're not gonna be extra as fuck. I don't got time for y'all playing with me. Okay? Because I got this and I run this. Okay. Oh, because that card also was about the intellectual realization of the self or something like that. So like self realization, but on a intellectual kick, which as a masculine sign, I guess I could see that for y'all, even though you're a fire sign and that's more air energy. It would be using, yeah, your masculine side to think of this logically, basically. Like, how could you love someone in a logical standpoint? Well, if they've done this before, then I need to put these types of rules in place and then have them follow them for this to work out in the future. And again, vice versa, someone needs to do that shit for you, basically. So there that is. So yeah, so I guess that goes back to what I was saying before about that awakening or realization, right? It's like, no matter which one you are, you're gonna realize, like, you know what, I need to realize that's happening with this other person, these other people in my life. And even though I got, again, like I said, that goal that I wanted, it's a burden, because I don't understand that I'm feeling hostile towards life, or I don't understand that I'm the wounded, teacher or whatever. That is the actual burden that I'm having, and it's coming from that. And so I need to deal with that so that burden will be lifted. If that makes sense. Okay, now if this resonates with you and you would like a personal reading with me, you can check out the description. And if anyone's into like fairy tales or something, I would suggest this is the time to watch some of your favorite ones. I know that was like real random, but that was like just an extra thing I just got from Spirit. Like, yeah. Okay. Anyways, so if you like a personal reading with me, all that stuff's in the description. Boom. If you don't, and you're like, girl, I just want to know what was going on for my week, like, I'll check you out another time. That's cool. Like, I'll see you next week. It's what else. For those who do, it's down there. Okay, so I love you. I love me. I love us. I love we. I will see you soon. Okay. Bye.